Welcome to the first exciting episode of A Benny 73 Minute. Today's inaugural host is Don Calamia.
I don't know about you, but I find it hard to believe that it's been half a century since the great Detroit Benedictine class of 1973 walked out the doors of St. Scholastica Church as graduates. And so this October, how about we all get back together again to celebrate the us we were as teenagers, the us we became as adults, and the us we are today as members of the Medicare set. And if you haven't seen me in several decades, you might notice based on my graduation photo, the us I was back then is certainly not the us I am today, but that's true of all of us. We've all changed in the intervening years, of course, so we think it's time to get together and share our stories, update who we are, what we became, and also to laugh about the silly things we did, or talk about the teachers we had, or the friendships we developed, and all sorts of things that united us as students at Benedictine High. But we can't do that unless everyone is there, and that includes you. Each episode of A Benny 73 Minute will be hosted by a different member of our reunion committee, and they'll be talking to you about a specific aspect of what to expect at the reunion. I've been tagged with the responsibility of telling you about the class directory.
Did you know that this will be our 9th class reunion? We've held one every 5 years except for the 15th, and God only knows why that one didn't happen. Class directories were published for the first 6 reunions and distributed to attendees as they arrived at the door. But after skipping the last 2, we feel it's important this year to produce what could be the last directory. So that's what we're doing, but with a difference. Because printing costs have skyrocketed and many people tend to forget to take their directories with them when they go home, we've decided not to print physical copies. Instead, we're going digital and issuing the directory as a PDF sometime in late October or early November. That way, we can include color throughout the directory, which is expensive when professionally printed, and we won't be limited to a specific number of pages. And we can include photos of the reunion. But to make the project successful and worthwhile, we need you to participate. And to do so is quite easy. To get started, log on to our class website, bennyhigh73.com, and select the Directory tab near the top left. You'll then be taken to the Directory page as seen here. At the top of the page are directions, but when you scroll down a bit, you'll come to a series of boxes to fill out. Just enter the requested information, sharing with your fellow classmates as much as or as little about yourself as you'd like. And when you're happy with what you wrote, simply hit the Submit button and we'll do all the rest. And don't worry, your essay will not be graded. However, submissions are required by September 16th, so please complete your entry as soon as possible. So how do you get a copy? If we keep the file size reasonable, we'll make it available to download through our Facebook group. We'll also attach it to an email we'll send to everyone on our distribution list. And finally, it'll be made available for download from a file sharing site to be announced later. But these last 2 options require us to have your correct email address, which isn't the case for many of you. So if you want a copy and want to be kept in the loop on all our future class news and updates, please make sure we have your correct email address on file. To do so, simply send an email to bennyhigh73@att.net. So whether or not you're joining us this October, please consider being a part of our class directory. People love to read them, and it's a great way to help us stay in touch with each other as we, the us we are today, move deeper into our so-called golden years. Yeah, right.
Thanks for making it this far into the video. We appreciate it. And we hope you'll join us again next week when our next classmate will tell you even more about what to look forward to at our 50th year reunion. Thanks again, and we hope to see you this October 7th and 8th.
For reunion tickets, brunch reservations, cool Benny merch, or anything else you'd like to know about our reunion, log on to bennyhigh73.com or find us on Facebook. We hope to see you this October.